WWX, Will War X. What is it about? Your will versus any other will. Anything that wills against your will, the war is about you fighting it. Anything trying to override you, what is your will, what you call your wants. That's what this war is about. It doesn't matter if it's a group, an institution, a neighbor, a dog standing in your path. It's what you want versus what everything else wants. Everyone and everything else wants. That's what Will War X is about. Your mind not being controlled by another mind means your ass not being controlled by another ass. So let's run a brief history on the subject. Your mind. First step, you have no idea what the hell that is. No, it is not your brain. The brain is not even the brain. So you don't know where your mind is, do you? Let me tell you where your mind is and what your mind is. I'm going to give you a visual image because the stimuli has already been placed there. You know the little halo around Jesus' head? You know the little glow around people's body, the aura that you see? That is not an aura. Okay? Some people have the ability to see your glow. For real. They can actually see it. That aura is you. You've been mistaught. Your spirit and your mind is not in you. You're in it, like a puppet. You're a force of energy, a spirit. And inside of it is this little skeleton meat thing that you sling along with you. It's not inside of the skeleton meat. The skeleton meat is inside of it. Well, not exactly. Let me explain. You have the ability. It changes sizes and shape. When you are feeling low, it can shrink smaller than a penny, smaller than a marble. When you are in full swing, it can stretch, probably as big as this planet. I'm not kidding. Even though that takes some training, it doesn't seem to have a limit to how big it can get. Let me explain to you when you've seen it at work. If you're feeling down, lonely, like no one cares about you, you can be in a stadium full of people. No one will even notice you, that you're there. If you're feeling some kind of way about yourself, happy and confident, everywhere you move, people are looking at you. When you walk through the door, everyone turns around. Like they just felt you come in. That's when you have expanded you, your mind, your aura, as you call it. Aura is the wrong word. I don't like using it. It totally throws you off. All right? It's you. Spirit is a better word. Soul. See, they keep acting like these are part of you, which have you detached from the word and the thought. This is you. Why they got to give it another name? It's just you. This is you, your essence. Now that you know what it is and know where you still don't know what it is completely, but now you know where it is and how it works. Now, the flesh and blood part of your mind is all located inside of your body, not just in your head. Okay? Don't think that your brain does all of the thinking, because it does none of it. It is a relay station from your mind to your body. Okay? It's a switchboard. You're sending signals from your mind to your body. And there's all kinds of things in there to do this with, because it changes from what it's made of into what you call liquid electricity and various chemicals. All right? Messages are sent chemically, electrochemically throughout your brain. But things are transformed into something else when they are coming in. That's output. When they are coming in through your ears and eyes, it's not chemical. It's not even electrical. And I can't even tell you the mechanics of that at this point. There's a lot of money and power on the table when it comes to this subject. But let me explain to you how you got to this part that they keep telling you is natural, this using 10% of your brain. Long time ago in ancient times, men that weren't that bright, who had wise men because they weren't smart, see, this is their nature. They'll die. They don't mind dying, but they mind shame and embarrassment. You can threaten to kill them, and they'll say, so what, kill me. I ain't gonna feel it, I'll be dead. But you threaten to embarrass them, it's a whole different reaction. They're not scared of death, but they're scared of embarrassment. Well, if you're a dumb king, all right, and you don't know much, and all your wise men know something, and everybody in the kingdom smarter than you, oh no, you're not having that. Looks like everyone in the kingdom is richer than you. So you give commands to all the teachers. You're not allowed to teach them this. You're not allowed to teach them that. You're not allowed to teach them that. This corruption has spread sideways, where it got to the point of not teaching them things turned into teaching them wrong. So the dumb king dummied everybody down. Then they lied to your mind. In other words, they turned you into cattle, dumb cows, beasts of the field. You're good to labor and serve the king's purpose. You don't need to think. We'll think for you. It has never changed. They just made you think you were thinking for yourself, but now you see that you're not. Okay? Now, they put you in a position where you don't use your mind. You're not even aware of your mind. You don't know anything about your mind. Everyone has psychic abilities, but you can't use none of them. And if you can, you can't do it on control, on command. You can't control it. If you were trained from birth, you could. That doesn't happen anymore. It didn't happen to your mom, your grandmom, your great-grandmom. It's been cut off a long time ago. Okay? So I guess you can say you lost your mind. How? By not using it. If you don't use it, you lose it, including your mind. This is how the whole world lost its mind. Its psychic abilities, and it's a list of things that you never heard of. So long, it would scare you. Come on, from 100% down to 10, that's 90% fucked. That means they fucked you out of 90% of your mind and told you it was natural. How is it natural to only use? What creature have they ever told you this about? What creature in the world they ever told you only uses a little bit of its mind? besides yourself. Out of all the creatures they done described to you, have you ever heard them mention that about a creature? Oh, dogs only use 17% of their brain and birds only use 12. Have you ever heard them say that crazy shit about any creature? That's how you know it's bullshit. Do you feel like you're only using 10%? Like, oh, I can only see 10% of the way. I can only hear 10% of the distance. I can only feel 10%. I can only smell 10% of that cake. Can't smell the whole cake. It's all crap. But you have been dummied down, and you have lost your ability to use your mind, which has caused you to lose your brain abilities. I don't like the word brain. It's just a figure of speech with me. There's no such thing as the brain. But there are other glands and organs sitting in your body dormant that you don't even use. Okay? And they made sure of it. Let me give you a short list. Those tonsils that they take out, long time ago, we used to use our voice to lift big giant blocks of stone bigger than your house to build pyramids. I mean, levitate them off the ground with our voice. Shatter mountains with our voice. Not a little glass with our voice. That's some copycat crap. But you can't do it without tonsils. Vocal cords aren't enough. Tonsils have to be removed. They're dangerous. What about your appendix? What does it do as they hack it out? I can't even tell you that right now. But really, should you be letting them cut parts out of you that they don't even know what it does, or they can't tell you what it does? How you know you don't need it? Because you do. Listen, the appendix, I'm going to tell you this much because it does many things, and one is a secret I can't tell you right now. Like I said, there's a lot of money and power on the table. But one thing it does that it doesn't tell you is it cleans the infection out of your body. No appendix, no natural organ to clean infection out. That's what it does. That's why it becomes infected. All the poison in your body is stored in that place. But after a while, though, it absorbs the infection and gets rid of it. But they catch you while it's swollen and infected, say, that's going to have to come out, and cut it out of your body. And you know they have no discrimination. They'll cut anything out. Kidneys, heart, all this. But I'm letting you know why these two particular organs are tampered with. To depower you. Listen, the only way this can happen is if everything you know, someone told you. And yes, reading in a book is someone telling you. Seeing it on television is someone telling you. If you have never figured out shit for yourself, that's how you get in this position. Going to someone else to explain to you what you have senses to figure out yourself. That's how you end up with a head full of lies. I can understand a baby head full of lies. His parents taught it to it, didn't have a choice. I can't understand a grown person who don't know shit except what they were told. That's why you got all these misreligions. Nobody ever proved crap to you. They just told you a story about the tooth fairy, and you bit into it. No one ever even proved to you anything about God, Jesus, or nothing. Never showed you 1 ounce of proof. But you ready to die for the tooth fairy. Ready to kill anyone who don't believe in the tooth fairy. You really are sick. You are really damaged. sound that occurs. I got crazy people circling around me, trying to monitor and regulate my conversation, saying, you guys don't need to know this, you guys don't need to know that. Oh, but they need to know it though. How did this story start? People who wanted to know more about than you, so they denied you information. Now, what did I just say people are doing right now in 2020? Yeah, I call it 2020. What does 2020 represent? Clarity, perfect vision. Everything's going to be made clear. Even if I have to do it my damn self, that's what you see. And right now, they're still attempting to keep you stuck on stupid, telling me, you can't tell them that. They don't need to know that. Stop him. Make noise. Do whatever you can. Distract him. Because we can't let the people know that. That's how the shit started. And now you see that it's still going on. Don't want you to know everything. Like they're the regulators of what you get to know. Who are these people? Find them, kill them. I'm for real. Find them and kill them. Anyone who would do this to you, find them, kill them. So let them stand up and say, we're the ones that are running the world. We're the ones that's in charge of this. So you're responsible for all the sickness, all the disease, all the miseducation, all the war, all the killing of the animals, the birds, the fish, the pollution. You the motherfucker in charge? You're running shit? This mess is your fault? I wish they would raise their damn hand. It'd be, man, you would think it's Salem. I ain't kidding, you would think it's Winston-Salem. Man, the witch hunt will be on. That's enough for now. You want more, move on to the next note. This has been a message from the SPS, servants of all, worthy causes, the ones, and you know me. Psy, S-Y, save yourself. Because if everyone saves themselves, the whole world will be saved.